And hello and welcome to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Deborah Gilbert, your host. And as always, thanks so much for being here. I hope you enjoy the show. Well, we're going to highlight a wonderful location based in New Haven, Connecticut, called the New Haven Ballet. And Lisa Sanborn, the artistic director, and Timothy Fountain, the children's division director, are both my guests today. And Lisa and Timothy, thank you so much for being here today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, we're glad to be here.
One of the things I like to do, which we talked about before we started taping, was to talk about each other's backgrounds. I like to let the viewer know what you folks are all about before we start talking about the ballet and what that means. So Lisa, why don't you take us back? Tell us about yourself.
Absolutely. So I began my training in Chicago at the Ruth Page Foundation, which at the time was the premier, and it may still be a premier classical ballet school in Chicago. It drew students from all over the Midwest. I had some excellent teachers and some incredible performing opportunities. My classmates, as we progressed through the program and graduated, many of them became professional dancers. I chose to pursue a different avenue. I went to school and I had a professional career in law. And at the time that I joined New Haven Ballet in 2001, I had just moved to the state and was working as a corporate attorney and ended up joining the faculty. And in 2013, I remained on the faculty from 2001 through 2013. And in 2013, one of my predecessors resigned. And the board of directors asked me to step in as the interim director while they conducted a search for the next artistic director of New Haven Ballet. And after 8 months, I am very fortunate and grateful because I was offered that position.
And you've been in that position ever since?
I have been the artistic director since 2014, yes.
Now, my viewer is probably saying, I'm hearing law, but was ballet part of your life growing up?
Ballet has been a part of my life since I was practically an infant. I fell in love with performing arts and ballet in particular when I was young. And I always wanted to pursue a career in the arts and in dance. And for many reasons that did not materialize. And that is probably all the more reason why I'm so grateful to be at New Haven Ballet and able to provide that sort of magical training and experience for all of our dancers, whether they're children that Tim works with or the adults that come in. Some of the adults that come in are brand new to ballet, and we want everyone that has an interest in moving and in experiencing ballet to have the opportunity to be welcome and to come in and do that.
Timothy, why don't we talk about yourself? Tell us about yourself.
Well, I started my dance training, honestly, because I used to see my little cousins go to dance class, and I always wanted to. But it was one of those things where I grew up in a low-income-based area. I grew up here in Connecticut, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And it was hard for my mom. She was in school and trying to raise me and my brother by herself. And just so happened, Alvin Ailey were doing camps around the country, and they decided to come to Bridgeport, Connecticut. And when I saw that, I begged my mother, could I go? And she said, of course. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, great. And then from there, I just found a passion for dance. And it was so funny because the discipline that we got to pick to perform that year was ballet. And I dreaded it for a while because it was like, oh, ballet, no. But it became one of the things that I ended up loving to do. And then from there, they just saw the passion, and they helped me out. They found another ballet school in Stamford, Connecticut, and I went to the ballet school at Stanford, and I was trained under teachers from the Bolshoi Ballet, also from Boston Ballet, and they also were able to help me go to summer programs all over the country, which was amazing for me to see because I was able to get out of the environment that I was in as a young kid, and to see something totally different was amazing for me. Then after that, I was able to, then from that summer dance summer intensive programming doing those, I was sought by an artistic director, and they asked me could I join their company right after high school, which was Cedar Lake 2. And I was ecstatic. I was like, wow, I worked hard enough to say I'm good enough for a company, so I did. And I joined it, and I was excited about it. I did that for about 2 years, and then when I came back home to Bridgeport, I said, you know what, I want to give back. So I worked for a nonprofit for a few years, and I gave back to my community. And then I ended up changing locations, and I came to New Haven Ballet. And one day I was like, let me just take a ballet class. Because it was during the pandemic, everyone barely was dancing. It was hard for everybody to find dance. I think I even emailed and I was like, are you guys gonna take any classes? And they were like, not yet, we're still closed. So I was like, okay. I didn't want to take Zoom because I love presence of people, and I love the presence of being around people, and especially dancing around people just felt a little bit more at home. So when the first open division class opened, Lisa was teaching and she got to see me dance. And she just said, I asked her about a student of mine, and she was like, oh, okay, wonderful. Can I see your resume? And I said, okay, sure. And then that's how I was able, she told me to come in some of her classes, and I was trained under her for a while. And then it was just history from there. It was one of those things where you just felt like, oh wow, like right place, right time, and also just like, oh, I'm so happy to continue to do what I love to do, and and more so just giving back. That's one of my main things that I love to do. I love to give back to kids. I love to give back to people because that's what was given to me. Someone gave me a chance, and so that's what I love to do.
And Lisa, artistic director, people will hear that title and not know anything of what it means. Could you tell us what your responsibilities are?
Absolutely. So at New Haven Ballet, artistic director encompasses 2 functions. The first function is exactly what it sounds like. I'm in charge of the oversight of the artistic side of the school. So that covers everything from the hiring of teachers and overseeing the development and implementation of the training and the curriculum, to making decisions about our performances, what we do, where we go, how we do it, and making sure that the students, all of our students, and the programs that we offer some amazing community programs, as well as this premier classical ballet training program for young students. Want to make sure that we provide the community, the entire community, access to the highest quality arts training throughout the entire greater New Haven region. We pull from a geographic area as far as 50 miles away. So people are very committed to coming in to all that we have. We have incredibly exquisite facilities. We have incredible teachers, and we have access to a lot given the geographic location and the size of our organization. And then the other hat I wear is I have complete oversight of the executive function of the organization. So that has tremendous responsibility, because as a small nonprofit, it's important that what we do is financially sound. And it takes a tremendous amount of focus and dedication on my part to make sure that everything that we do is fiscally sound. So those would be the 2 primary components of my job.
And Children's Division Director, what does that mean to you, Timothy?
Well, it means to me, I get to oversee all the younger students under the age of 10. So from 3 to 10 now, I have mostly all the younger students, and just basically giving them the basic trainings of ballet. And I also try to help them find the joy in it as well, so we have a lot of fun. Just because I even end up playing freeze dance, so they can actually feel and get some movement around after class. And what also feels for me is just the joy of just seeing kids have so much fun of what they love to do. And then like I said once before we started shooting, I get a joy from when the students see the student division, the older kids, perform, or in a rehearsal, the older girls in a point shoe, because their faces light up like literally like a star when they see it, and it's like, that it pulls my heartstrings, because once again, that's where I was. That's where I was. It was one of those things where I see it and I want to do it. So I'm going to immerse myself in it. And that's why I love to see that with the kids. And I'm glad that I am there to be a facilitator and help them and guide them in the way where they want to go. Because someone did it for me, so.
And we're lucky. We are a strong team, and every member of our faculty and our staff is an integral part of the organization. It's important because the organization is so small, and we have a tremendous relationship, and I'm so grateful to Tim and every member of our team for contributing so much to what we do, and that translates to the children as well. Our older students are incredible role models for the younger students. Our performances are an opportunity for the youngest people in our organization to work with and perform and be backstage with the older dancers. And we're so lucky. We are, right?
No, we are.
Yeah.
Everyone in the faculty is honestly awesome. We really do work as a team to just give the best quality of just the ballet, the performance. Even when we do our community performances, Lisa, navigates all of us to give the community a real professional show. She has them bring in lights. She has them bring in professional music with sound. And when the kids come in from those communities that are so undeserved, when they see those girls, it's like they think they're looking at fairies, and they think they're looking at princesses, which is so awesome for the community. So we take
it seriously. Making ballet accessible is a really important part of who we are as an organization, and everything that we do, every decision that we make bears that in mind. Whether it's a community program like Dance Air that I started in 2013, or Shared Ability, which is a program that we offer at New Haven Ballet for differently abled artists to come in and experience not something that's therapeutic, but something that is artistic. They have an opportunity to come in and dance, to hear music, to create choreography. They have an opportunity to work with our intermediate and advanced level dancers to create a piece, and they also have a performing opportunity at the Gilbert Theater in New Haven, which we're incredibly blessed to have access to such an incredible organization and theater like the Gilbert Theater, which has embraced us and allowed us to perform there. But the community performances are also important and amazing because, sorry.
Excuse me, let's hold that thought.
Sure.
And we're going to take a break, okay?
Okay.
And we'll be right back. I'm Deborah Gilbert. You are tuned in to Arts and Entertainment. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Deborah Gilbert, your host, and I truly hope that you're enjoying the show. We're highlighting the New Haven Ballet. And Lisa, let's talk about there's probably a lot of people out there that are saying, wonderful information. I love getting to know both of you in the first half of the program. But what is the New Haven Ballet? Tell us about the history.
Sure. New Haven Ballet was founded in 1985 by Noble Barker as an outgrowth of the Connecticut Ballet. In the 1980s, there was funding that no longer existed, and many of our small regional ballet companies ended up not surviving. And after that tragic occurrence in the sort of the mid-80s, the early 80s, for I Know Ballet in particular, we had all of these amazing artists that didn't have a home. And so Noble Barker founded New Haven Ballet as a home for these incredible artists to train and offer training. And since 1985, New Haven Ballet has grown into a community-based nonprofit arts organization that provides the highest quality dance training, outreach programs, and performances. The website, newhavenballet.org. What will the viewer find when they visit the website? Our website has information about the organization itself. It has information about both Tim and I, as well as all of our faculty members. It has some photographs and videos that you can see of the students who are taking class and training and performing. It has photographs of our studios. We have not only our primary facility, which is at 70 Audubon Street in downtown New Haven, but we have several satellite locations, so you can see the photographs of those studios. They are beautiful facilities. We have incredible teachers, great facilities, and great class offerings, and all of the information about the schedule and how much things cost and everything you need to know about the school is located on the website. For the parent or for the young person that's watching the program now who has interest in ballet or who is taking it but is kind of a little lost and would like to come and be a part of New Haven Ballet, how do they find you? How do they get started? What should they do we're seen all over the state. How would they be able to be a part of your organization? I would say the first step would be to take a look at the website. We're at newhavenballet.org. You can call us on the phone, 203-782-9038, or you can email us at administrator@newhavenballet.org. We are happy to talk to anybody. We welcome everybody. We have lots of programs, not just for young people, but for adults. We have recreational programs. We have dance for everyone, and not just ballet. And not just ballet. Okay, what does that mean? So we are a classical ballet school, but we also offer modern, we offer contemporary dance. We have an incredible Broadway. We have Broadway classes. We have a musicality class. We provide instruction in partnering and point. So we have a full program, a range of classes that are offered for dancers. Now, you're saying that Timothy, you're saying that you take care of or are in charge of the children, if you will, from ages 3 to 10. What is it that is so wonderful for them at that age? Are they just finding it? Are they so excited that do they stay in it when they leave, when they're past 10 years old?
Well, a lot of them actually do stay in it, and then some do try to move on because they get older and they're finding the world. But I also try to do a lot of encouragement. I also try to make it seem more fun, and then also just a learning experience altogether. So trying to keep them more engaged and showing them different new steps also. And then, like I said, also showing, like when they see the older girls, that's another motivation. I love when they all come to the rehearsals, and we're all into it. We're all in a rehearsal, and they get to sit in front of the mirror and see everybody dance, not just the student visitors, but they're also their close friends. And so it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, so we're literally all together. It's a group thing. It's a group effort, and that's what I love to see, and that's what I love to try and help in homes, so they can actually say, you know what, I want to keep going. I want to keep doing this. I love when when they're happy when they leave class, because that's the sign of, okay, you're going to come back. I know you're going to come back. Just the yays after a bow, they're so quiet. We learn how to stand in as a statue, and then we bow, and then they stand up straight, and then I bow and I say thank you, and some of them don't even want to leave the room, which is one of the best things. So I try to, a lot of encouraging, a lot of showing where you could be, and also just giving, and also talking to parents too, letting the parents know that I'm here. Yeah, we're all here. Whatever you need, or whatever you need help with, meaning with, if a kid is not feeling it, we want to encourage all together as a team too as well. And I think that helps as well when parents know that they also have someone there with them to help build their child in a way where it makes them feel even more comfortable to say, okay, well, you know what, we want to bring them back to New Haven Ballet.
Okay, one of the things that we have started is the year 2024. Do you have a calendar of events that you do throughout the year, or what's coming up?
So our next performance is Paquita and Beauty and the Beast. We are really excited to put together a full production at the Gilbert Theater. It'll happen on May 25th at 1 o'clock.
Okay, and you just finished the Nutcracker in December.
Yes.
How was it?
The Nutcracker was spectacular. We are very fortunate. We acquired some new sets from Milwaukee Ballet that they've recently retired, and we worked hard to incorporate those sets with our existing sets and our costume designer to make sure that everything was beautiful and spectacular for the dancers as well as the audience. So we're very lucky.
Yeah, and we also have two guest artists coming from New York City Ballet to do our Sugar Plum Fairy and our Cavalier, and they're awesome. They're awesome people because they come in, they engage with the students, and it's just another thing where it's another stepping stone where the students are like, wow, that's where I want to go. That's where I want to be.
It's a special, unique.
It's very special.
Yeah, opportunity and experience that we offer that maybe other organizations are not able to offer them. It's just something really special that our performers get a chance to experience.
Now, there's probably a lot of performers that are out there saying, I have stage fright, but I know that the audition process is something that you must go through. What is it like to audition for New Haven Ballet?
Well, we try to make it not scary, but we do both understand. We all understand how difficult it is. So one of the things that we encourage is for our youngest dancers to perform. People may not realize how difficult it is to step out on stage when there are over 1,000 people in the audience. Even if you can't see the audience, we know they're there. We can feel them there. We can feel that energy of being in the theater. And when we start the children very young, coming onto stage, it's something that they can take with them forever. Not just the discipline of ballet, but the confidence that they gain by being on stage with their friends, with their contemporaries, and eventually, as they progress through the school, going out by themselves to perform. So it's an incredible process that we are able to participate in seeing them grow up.
And also the families, when
Yes.
the families get to see them and they get you were beautiful, you were wonderful, you were so, that gives them even more the confidence to say, okay, I'm ready to do it again. And I'm ready to do it again. I'm ready to go back to class again. So yeah,
And they can take it with them into their everyday lives outside of the ballet studio, which is what we want. We want to set every single child up for success and whatever they decide to do.
We are in the process of starting to run out of time.
Okay.
What are some of your thoughts to the viewers that are watching us now that are saying, I would like to have my child, or I would like to be able to pursue ballet? Is it something worthwhile to do anyway? I mean, we don't talk about ballet too much in our world. What are your thoughts?
Tim and I, and all of us at New Haven Ballet, are so passionate about ballet. We want everyone, no matter who they are, to know that even if they didn't think ballet was something that would be open to them, that would be accessible to them, we are very welcoming, and we would love for everyone to come in and to try it out. We have beginning classes for teens and adults. It isn't just children. We have incredible outreach programs. And we have an incredible, I mean, fantastic, amazing school. So we hope that that's something that we're able to communicate. That if you thought it was not for you, but you're interested, it is for you.
Good. Well, I want to thank you both so much for coming here today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Deborah.
Thank you for having us.
And again, more information at newhavenballet.org. And thank you again. I really appreciate your time coming to the station. I know it would have been Zoom, but I'm glad that you came here from your distance. Okay, you've been tuned in to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Deborah Gilbert. In case you need to reach me, I'm at artsandentertainment@mail.com. Well, I hope you have a super day today. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll see you next time.